Here we're back again, okay, to do part 4, and I've kind of already alluded to the fact that my dad and my wife's dad were both on Juno Beach in the Second World War, and yeah, and I'm named after an uncle who was actually killed on Juno Beach, and there's a lake in Manitoba named after him because of that fact, and he's apparently buried at a cemetery, a war memorial cemetery over in France. And so yeah, my dad did share experiences with me when I was growing up. My dad actually taught me how to hunt and how to handle a rifle at a very, very early age, and he knew all kinds of tricks that he learned in the military. And when I was a teenager, I thought, well, I could take my dad down, and I tried or whatever, but he was always able to get the upper hand on me and either put me on the ground very, very quickly or flip me or something like that. Never ever got hurt, but yeah, he definitely was trained, for going into war. And I want to mention this too about Canada and the war. It wasn't voluntarily that you signed up and you went. You were requested, you were given orders to report to a certain place and sign up and be there, or else the RCMP would come looking for you. So it was a matter of not conscription if you wanted to. It was an actual draft, and you had to go. So there was no choice in the matter at all. And so what I want to do is I want to show you something here, and I'm just going to put this down here to grab one of these books. As I said before, that we write books and things like that, and I want to show you this one book here. Here is the book that I have written along with my wife, okay, about my dad's experiences in the Second World War. This is one of our best-selling books. We're into our second printing of this book, and what happened was my dad left me about 38 pages of personal handwritten notes about his experience in the war, and I looked after them very, very carefully. And it was years. He passed away in the year 2000, and I didn't actually read these notes until 2020, and I was absolutely shocked to read some of the things that he experienced during the wartime. I had a lot of respect for my dad after that because of what he went through and what he described in this book. So that book right now, okay, is, as I said, one of our best sellers. We sell it at our books at various craft sales in Brandon and around Brandon. We market that book at Shiloh Military Base and do most of our sales there, where I can talk directly to soldiers face to face, and there's no other competition because I'm allowed and my wife is allowed to go there and sell independently of anybody else being there. And so the things that I read about what my dad experienced, and when you're reading these notes, you put yourself into the whole picture, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, he did that, and he did this, and he did that, and saw these buzz bombs coming over the English Channel and hitting into England, and then the V2 missiles and things like that, and just absolutely unbelievable, the things that actually happened to people and what they experienced. And also needless to say that back home here, the war effort, the Second World War, was supported vastly by everybody in the whole country. Women were working in munitions factories, loading munitions and doing all kinds of things like that. And so it was a nationwide effort. And part of the description of my website, www.canada150 Inheritor, the word inheritor comes from the fact that I believe that my successful birth in 1948 after the Second World War, okay, in 1948 came, and my life in this country started because of the sacrifice of the soldiers that fought for Canada in that Second World War, and many, many thanks is given to them for what they did. And so this is the end of section number 4.